and Alex was scared again. So much with him. It was time to count. And it was a good time to sleep. He slept with a gun in his hand every day. And then, the wicked shall be brought forth. Still on his face, there was always a strange shadow. Suddenly came this voice, Alex, and he stood in front of her. The little robot pushed aside and went straight out. It was the city of Chicago for 2,050 years. The technique spread throughout the world. The people used the robots for almost everything they did. They were cheap and worked. They did all the work. People can't live on mobile today. Then they couldn't have been robots. There was a man who, loose on robots, he didn't trust me and he did. The police have done their job. Alex felt so deeply on the machine so much. Being calm isn't okay. That is why most of them are bad. I saw it, but it was true. These machines still exist today. No human being was harmed. The reason for this was that they had 3 sets in their system. The first robot will never hurt anyone. The second is the third, and the third is the third. They put people in danger. He saved his life, maybe just them. People were worried about robots. They will never be offended now, because Alex always, robots were used, then he will be seen by all eyes. And he was a strange man, working with him. They made fun of him and made fun of him. Repeatedly cheated Alex. It was very sad inside, but he wasn't prepared to believe that robots and humans, they could live together. He had no proof to prove his point. That's right. When new and advanced in the market, the 5th robots were famous. Robot Company headquarters. A man was killed by a high-rise building. Dead man Alex's old friend and robot's address. Where to go? Dr. Tom was this man alone, the whole world of robots. It was standing, and he changed the lives of the people. But thanks for the success of this man. Suddenly, several floors fell from top to bottom, and the biggest thing, the room from which he fell was inside. Then he turned to fire. Which is, Dr. Tom's body was found with a hologram projector. Before he died, what the doctor recorded was a 3D video. Alex tried to pull some holes out of this video. But the video was just repeated over and over again. I couldn't talk too much. Now examine this case. It was only the human mind. With the help of a neighborhood scientist named Alex to investigate, the robot could come comfortably in the company's headquarters. 24-hour surveillance camera. All the data and all the data. From a supercomputer by name, this system was the first of Dr. Tom's. It was quick and fast. It was believed, but when Alex asked for footage of the lab right before his death, and he said, stop. It couldn't have been so great in the world. Try both when in doubt. They went into the lab. There were robotic parts scattered around. It is a small factory. Alex went to the window where the doctor had fallen down, and he saw it. A big hole in the glass. It was suddenly heavy. The chair and the glass with full strength. Give her the bulletproof glass just slightly ripped off when she removed like Alex. The young man did not break the glass, so Dr. Tom. How could this be from a weak and old man? There was a lock in the lab. I couldn't get out. Everyone thought it wasn't murder. But what if the murderer was already hiding there? Alex pulled out a gun for his safety. Full of robots. Then he became increasingly suspicious. Then he started looking for a hole. Show a robot there. He was a robot, but he was as afraid as human beings. He looked scared. The strangest thing was that he was 6. He took the gun from Alex's hand and his chest in front of him. You stood up. She ordered as much. But he did not listen to anyone and did his will, as though he had a mind within himself. The good thing is that he didn't attack anyone. He jumped like a frightened animal. Avoid the bullets and the windows. The broken hole jumped down that robot so much. Down from the height. Pieces of earth tiles. And then cut and then cut. Get up and run away. The strength of this machine. It was really great when Alex. And he ran downstairs. Robots already. And then there was the oil on the ground. When Alex saw him, he realized he was a robot. And he knew it. He thought he was recovering himself. Both of them have a robotic design. The robot arrived at the factory. There was no living human being there. The whole job was being done by the machines themselves. One tail, No robot. Like the Emperor. I checked the system. How many five-legged robots are in the warehouse, son? I found out that in the factory, a total of 1,000. Robots are every day. It was one of the most powerful robots. He simply meant that he fled. The robot is hidden here, and I thought it was simple. She's going to interview everyone except Alex. In front of an army of robots. They went and didn't move. Then he pulled out his gun and threw it in front of the robots. It was planned that if there was a robot inside, he will take care of his own soul. See the gun? It's not the US, it's the US. He said, it's a trigger. 3 robots were shot in the head. But the robots are still moving. They didn't even stand up when Alex turned to the next robot. Grow Gun Tanny. As soon as he tried to push the trigger, a robot standing away shook a little and then started running in panic. Seeing the danger, this machine was just as afraid of humans as Alex. He didn't wait a second and ran after her. But then the rest of the robots hid in the sheep. The robots were exactly the same. When you see anyone's mind is shaken, Alex could only find it now and avoid any sudden attack. Then he suddenly came out of the room. He shot Alex in the air. He caught it and threw it away, then took it forward. Strong jump outs, robots standing by. The little robot made a great jump. He turned around and walked out of the crowd. He opened the door with his left hand and went out. The police were already surrounded and he jumped, by himself, protected from bullets and like lizards on the walls. So he went upstairs and didn't want to go downstairs. Police officers could not escape such a large trap. Interrogation room, ask, in front of Alex's questions in the crown room. He clearly forbade that he had killed Dr. Tom. When Alex puts more pressure on him, then he was small. The robot actually burned it both. And then he hit the table so hard that he fell on the table. In his anger, he could not control himself. He didn't realize that his anger was just like humans. He gave me his name, and he said, Dr. Tom, who created it. He told her that he had, and the humans, he teaches and sees. I heard about the doctor's death. His face was full of love and sorrow. Looking at his feelings, then he began to think and look at it. Now the boss of the robot company is there. Otapka and interrogation. It was in the middle of Chicago. A great one. He was a rich man. He also went to the police station, he said. Brother, this is our job. The robot did not. We will never go back, saying, I took it with me, Alex. Then you will find the truth. He sat in the night. He went to Tom's house and saw it. The house is outside the door. A big demolition. The robot is standing in which the timer to break the house at 8 o'clock the next morning. The doctor didn't die on Saturday. It seemed like evidence. Alex has a lot of searching inside the house. But nothing special. Then there was the house-breaking robot. Suddenly he turned on his heavy iron claw. Alex is attacked by Alex. It was a warning, and somehow John, he ran away for a second. He could have died. After hair loss, Alex saw this dangerous machine inside. When no one was able to find him, he was shocked. He went to Emma and told her the whole story. The robot was created. He clearly denied Alex's claim. He said Alex must have heard the time to break into the house wrong, and all this, only his brain is illusion because he hates robots. Look at the eyes of the robots. Alex was very angry. Back to the office and video of the doctor's interview at the press conference. Started watching over and over again. One of the doctor's lines in the video caught his attention. Then he remembered that he said the same thing. Now the only way to know the truth was that he robot headquarters, and everything from Max. But when I was in the car with my eyes closed. Then 2 large trucks came from behind and surrounded him. They followed him from behind. The wind speaks. Alex doubted, so he put the car on manual mode. He saw it. The door of the truck is open. And one of the first robots came out. On the ground, he attacked the car. Lex also pulled out his gun in response. If you drop a robot, also many robots. They were all bloodied and destroyed. Hundreds of robots crashed into his car like crazy. It was raining like rain. They were like bullets and sparks. Inside the high-speed tunnel, it was a terrible race. Among the robots, Alex has an empty space. I saw him and tried to get out of the truck. The thirst of your soul. Seeing so many robots, he brushed his teeth, and the steering wheel rolled with full power. like 360 degrees, round rolling, which is the wind in the wind. Then the car rolled into a thin tunnel and the truck. The wall was struck by a thief, taken from lifetime earnings. Alex's luxury car somehow saved a life. He arrived at the place. Alex got out of the car with great difficulty. It was only a lighter light. Who would have thought there was another one? Then came the robot that was still alive. He grabbed Alex and picked him up 10 feet away. Alex goes to the ground. He fell and his robot broke. Then he turned towards her. Alex picked up an iron pipe and attacked. But the robot pushed hard. Alex fell to the ground with an iron rake. Small robot, big. Then he turned around and jumped a little. Alex caught and hung upside down in the air. The round rolled on the ground. Alex got a weapon. Then he took several shots and threw Alex away. But Alex had nothing to do with it. The robot took up arms and was blind. Alex reached for his hand. Alex's machine-like hand, when he saw the robot, he was a little confused. Then he turned to the iron again. Alex stopped and Alex took one. The robot was surprised. He gave his full strength. Then he hit another one and then the robot fell to the ground. Then came the police siren. When they heard it, they fled. He jumped into the flames, and then he turned to him and he stood there. Just a little surprised, the police and his boss. And then he came back and said goodbye. The robot attacked my car, but he was told that there are no names of the robots in the tunnel. A lot of evidence of the attack, cleverly erased. Then they took Alex's card and asked him to get treatment from a brain doctor. When Alex didn't understand, she came to him. He said when he checked Max's body, I found out that his outside structure, more powerful than other robots. And the greatest thing, there is a secret system within it. It gives the freedom to break the three halves of the robots. Within himself, the human brain is inside the human brain. Alex has a robot-like body. The machines were expert. He looked at Alex's left hand. Even the left side and the right side of the throat. Alex said, a car accident a year ago. She and a little girl in the water. When they sank, a robot came to rescue them. He said before. Save the baby, but the robot with his computer brain calculated and saw that Alex's chances of survival were higher. This is why the robot, Alex didn't obey orders and saved him. With the help of Dr. Tom, Alex's machine, hands and lungs, and then the little girl, he died in the cold water. This is why Alex lives with robots. He hates it so much. Apparently machines never understand human emotions and love. It just works like a cold machine. But there are things in the world that you can't weigh on the scales of advantage and disadvantage. Now Alex and Emma, they both understood each other. Robot headquarters arrived. Alex was already waiting for them. He came straight up and asked Max about it. Max took a pen and made a painting. He built a bridge under which thousands of robots stood, and there was a man standing above them all. Max was going to paint that. Give it to Alex. I thought he was the leader of no one else. Alex knew the place well. First place to throw garbage. Then he bought it, and then he bought it. Built a warehouse of robots. By the darkness of the night, Alex took his bike to the warehouse and saw what he saw. He was surprised. The old ones that had been destroyed were not destroyed. They all come together like a small child. The world looked like it was in the iron cage. Like, for the first time, they were free to stand on the broken bridge. Alex has that hologram of Dr. Tom. Then the doctor's words came back again. He did, but he did. Your questions were answered, you just asked questions. Then he said, this video is gone again. A strange thing from the warehouse. The siren sounded and Alex ran away to see what was going on. And when he saw it, his soul trembled. Broken parts of robots. It was the 5th robot. Old as a bunch of days. Then they fell upon the robots and beat them with cruelty. It was like a powerful murderer. And suddenly Alex holds an old hand, half of the robot. He was the one who was worried about Alex. Look at the new robots. Alex quit his job and drank blood. Then they saw the old robots like the wolves. A man is in danger, so they took care of their lives with his weak body. Alex got his bike at the right time. And he ran away from there. 5,000 on the streets. Robots have arrived. Robots occupy police station. And the people of the, defeat the police. They also cut off all phone and power lines. The only robot company building in the whole dark city. It was the people who made fun of it. Then the seventh heaven was filled with fire. On the streets, but how the humans of Hardman's compete with those iron machines. In a few seconds, the sheep lost the human. They thought they were the masters of the world. They didn't know when they became slaves. Alex arrived at Mom's house, and the rebels of his house. The robots flew their guns. Then they both sat on the bicycle, the largest of the humans, the most horrible and the most horrible, the bad place. The robots went to the company's headquarters. He was inside, so he made an alarm. Both of them were actually inside. Emma got the order to finish Max first, but gave it away. He came, so he replaced Max. Then the three of them survived. He went to the office of the boss and thought there would be a great fight, but there's just the cool body of the boss. There were fingerprints on his neck. It was clear that the real villain was someone else. Power to control all robots after the boss. There was only one. It was Supercomputer Evo. Then he made his fear of God. He said, I keep updating myself. I saved 3 people. A new meaning has been created for mankind forever. They fight. Then they make the earth and destroy it. They cannot be trusted by human beings. If they are to save people, you have to keep it under your full control, sir. It seemed that his logic was a tale perfect and unique. It looked like Max. And I was disgusted with his words. Now I understand why Dr. Lane made me. Max suddenly spoke. He grabbed her and shot her in the head. You gave Alex the weapon. He was threatening, but Secretly, Alex's eyes hit the police. Question time at station. Max asked what it meant to be blindfolded. Alex said that robots can never understand him because this is trust between humans and each other. Then he turned his attention and looked at Max. He could trust the people. At the tip of Max, Alex started shooting, and the gang, all of them were shooting there. Then they split into 3 parts. Mom and Alex, destroy the main system, and Max. A special serum was taken that could have eliminated EV. His brain was very large, and the whole building was connected before the system was hacked. It was a small robot cage. Then the 4 of them came out and they broke the glass. They fell down like a shark. Alex and Emma had to fight them with all their might when Max. He broke the door and came back. Then he was in the air and he was able to fall. Alex robots badly between. Alex was trapped. Then he ordered, but Max calculated from his brain that this was it. To finish it's the right time to be honest. He was repeating himself again, but this time human. Emotional Max made a different decision. He turned towards Serum Alex and Emma herself. He jumped down to save them. Alex caught that serum in the air in his machine. The arms of the hands are several meters lower. He reached his mind. He made that serum, injected into the Evo system. Then, as if they were crazy, they were crazy. It was serum, and then his system began to crash. It is long and terrible with loud explosions and sparks. The night is gone forever. Then the whole city returned to the streets. The virus inside the robots disappeared. And as before, then the special army came. 5th-generation robots captured just Max. When Max asked the doctor, why suicide? He said he had made a promise to the doctor. The dangerous intentions of EV were discovered. He always looked at them. So the doctor created Max who could think of himself. With the help of Max, the doctor dramatized his death. Richa so that Alex can examine the matter. Humans and robots hated each other. They had failed the supercomputer conspiracy together. Alex as a friend. Max's eyes. And Max smiled. After the doctor's last good finish, Max came to the same broken bridge. He was looking at all the robots. They're going inside Alex. I was thinking about freedom. Then all the robots stood down. I heard a call. They raised their heads together and stood on top. Time and sea. It was exactly the view that, then he saw the Messiah. The robots are free. It was none other than Max. And brother, it took a lot of work to make this video. If you like it, then if you have a share and subscribe.